actual topic for the day, I wanted to go over one more far side leg entry today, and then I wanted to do a bit of an introduction into something Craig Jones just recently released a video on. It's called a false reap. It's a unique leg entry that not a lot of people are doing, and basically it'll help you be able to, because the problem is that a lot of people have counters to the normal leg entries nowadays, and you can't just spam leg locks until you eventually get something. But most people aren't doing false reaps, so most people don't have a defense against false reaps. So if you can do a good false reap, then you can start spamming leg entries again. But we're going from our original position, and the good thing about the false reap is it actually takes care of another possible way he's trying to defeat our sort of half butterfly L guard. So for here, he takes his pressure in position. No. Under my arm. Yeah, okay, yeah, the usual. Okay, so we're in this position, he's pressuring in. Okay, so, and as usual, I take my hands here, in my little praying hands, position as normal, unhook, and he wants a 4-point, kick that foot up, and now we're going to go straight to a knee bar from here, basically. So what I'm going to do is, instead of letting him fall, I'm actually going to shoot my hips up, and now I'm right on his knee. Yeah, so, okay, and we're here. Again, same entry we've been doing for the last couple of weeks. Kick him up. Use this to push yourself to the foot. Kick up, and then instead of coming to the figure 4 and bringing him down, we're going to shoot our hips up and go right into a knee bar. And if he's not tapping, I'm going to go very slow. If he's not tapping from this, hand on the heel, and you do what's called a lat knee bar. And that can generate a lot more power with that. Okay, I think it's a pretty simple entry. The main difference is that when we're going for the leg entanglement, for the standard heel hook, what we would be doing, coming here, exact same beginning, but from here I keep my hips low and just bring them into the figure 4. And with this one, I really, when I get here, I really need to shoot my hips up. And that's what's giving me the knee bar. Otherwise, my hips are going to be too low on his knee to really be able to finish the knee bar. Okay? So, hear what I want? Okay, so let's give this a try, and then we'll do some false reap entries. So, we've been doing the whole time, and we're just going to go into the leg entanglement today. We're going to do submissions later because it's a kind of, I don't want to say it's a tricky leg entanglement, but it's new and it's not something a lot of people are used to doing. So I want to make sure that that's set perfectly before we go on to actual submissions from this position. And also, just to be quite frank, I want to practice it myself. I'm not very good at false reaping either, and I want to get better at it. So, yes, yeah, there's no music. Yeah, if the music stops, then it's recorded.
I like the shot.
Oh yeah, okay. So we're starting in our general position, and no, stop. Here's the first thing we're going to change, because every single entry we've been doing so far has been with him smashing into me, and now we're basically going to assume he's realized every time he smashes into me, I'm going into a leg entanglement, so now he sits back. Yeah, now he sits back and starts going passive. So now he's trying to do whatever, yeah, we're in kind of this Wing Chun sort of thing. So we're in this kind of position now. So now I'm not going to be able to kick him up now. He's got too much weight back. I don't have any pressure on me. I'm not going to be able to do what we've been doing until now. So I'm going to do something different. So first thing is I'm going to unhook and go to a sort of Z-guard variation. And with this hand, I'm going to come in and grab the heel. Ideally, I'm going to grab the toes if I can get them. Because what I want to do is I want to put him on his butt. Okay? Yeah. You can keep either way. You don't have to. But, and the good thing here is now I have an arm and a leg free to help me with that. So first thing I'm gonna do is pull the foot forward. You can already feel how you're doing it. And now I can shove, and I get him on his butt now. With this hand, first I go wrist deep, okay? And false sweep in, and now I've got my false sweep, okay? So if he tries to come back up now, I've got a very good control over this leg now, okay? And this is what's called the false sweep position. Very important, even though I have a boot here with this foot, I am not back heeling, because if I back heel, he can smash into me now. Yeah. And now my false sweep doesn't help me. What I'm doing is so if he tries to smash into me now, yeah, exactly. I block him with my leg, okay? And I've got sort of a figure four, basically almost like a rear naked grip on his leg. Okay, and this leg here, for the moment, is hooked in front of his chin. Okay? So that is our false sweep entry from this L guard position. There's a lot of different entries you can do for leg locks, knee bars, heel hooks and everything, but it all comes from being able to get this entry in first. And something I think is really good about this is that you basically have all four of your limbs on one of his, which this is where you're starting to rob him of his athleticism. Because if you just have a single grip like this, we're going to see this when we start going into long range guard as well later. I'm just using this as an example. When you have this and he's very athletic, just kind of move around. This can be hard to hold. Yeah, exactly. This can be hard to hold, or sometimes he'll kick the foot up, and come in here like this. Yeah, exactly. But for example, if I go into something from here called the pentejo guard, like this, now I'm taking his athleticism away because all of my weight is on this one leg. So now it's hard for him to start jumping around and moving, and I have better control of him. And it's the same general idea with the false sweep. I'm basically completely immobilizing one leg, and I'm sure anyone who's broken a leg or something, if you only have one leg, everything starts getting really difficult. So, just showing that entry again now. So, like I said, we're here. He's tired of trying to smash into me. He realizes it's not working, so he's sitting back and basically stalling. So, change to a Z guard. This arm comes between, grabs the heel, or better, the toes. The toes are really good. Try to kick out. Okay. If I can get the heel, that'll also work. He has more power, but I can still get a good grip, but the toes are the best. If you can come down to the toes, that's perfect. And pull them in and kick. Okay? When he's in this position, this is where you bring your foot forward, and as he's coming up now, and now I have my false sweep. Okay, because he is going to come up. He's not just going to lie there and wait until I come up and pass. Okay, and here's my false sweep. Okay, we are just going to do this entry. On the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, we're going to start doing actual attacks from that position. We're going to spend a while, probably most of next week as well, attacking out of the false sweep position. So, just because A, I want to, it's something I want to do, and B, it's, I think, a really valuable position. And again, it's one that most people don't know. It's a fairly new position. So, at the very least, new in the sense of it's not common in competition at the moment.
What was the key?
I don't know if it would be legal.
Okay.
I mean, it's called a false reap, but still, technically speaking, I think it would be counted as reaping in
Because you're all on.
I'm crossing your knee line and I'm exerting pressure from outside to in. I think it would still be illegal in here. So that's the way. I mean, it's called a false reap, but it's a false reap in the sense of just give me a leg. Come back. It's a false reef, but it's a false reef in the sense of I'm not like this. So I'm bringing it in here, and I've got my other foot here. But I mean, the danger is still the same. Your foot is still fixed, and this is still crossing your knee. So personally, I haven't checked the rule book. Personally, I think this would still be illegal gi. Okay? So, let's practice.